Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to episode 2, season 2 of my West Tigers career mode on Rugby League Live 3. Now in this episode I'm going to start it off with an elimination game. We're taking on the Broncos, so it is a repeat of last season's game, which we ended up losing like 1-0 I think to an Anthony Milford field goal right on the buzzer, which was very, very strange. It was just out of the blue. Like I think they just had like a real random play. You can get back and check it out if you want. It's one of the first episodes. I think it might be episode 2 of the first season, and you can find it in the playlist below, or you can just search it up or go to my channel or whatever. But yeah, I think we just sort of made a tackle or something. They just threw it cross here for a bit and must have saw the scoreboard and just passed it to Milford and popped it over from like some weird sort of angle and 40 meters out or something. I can't remember the exact details, but it was pretty surprising. I wasn't expecting it, to say the least. But it is an elimination game, and if you saw the previous episode, you saw the group games were undefeated, and I suggest you go back and take a look at it. Shows off some of the new players that we've got, and you can see we are playing with a pretty much full strength side, and funnily enough we've actually taken a few of the Broncos' best players here. Alex Glenn, a former Bronco, coming across there, and I believe there's Darius Boyd, Ben Hunt actually, who just palmed off like 2 players just there. So pretty peeved off when that happened. I was sort of like, what the hell? Ben Hunt never does that. He's more of a player who just steps through, throws a dummy. Like, he does not palm off players like that. That was ridiculous. But I mean, it's not exactly like Kevin Aguama is stepping through and like outpacing a lot of people we've already seen in real life. Looked like he was running on quicksand at stages. There's some sort of clip where he caught an intercept. I can't remember what it was, but he was running so slow. So obviously he's a little bit more rapid on this game than what he is in real life. But you can see we are losing, but we've had more possession. Like, we aren't playing terrible. We're just been a bit unlucky at this stage. But I mean, we can't afford to be unlucky for too much longer. But this might be where it all changes. Tim Simona picks up the ball here, and we're going to race in for a bonus try. So our luck turns in our favour, and we're going to be able to hit the lead any second now, as Luke Brooks, who's the one doing the goal kicking at this stage, he slots the ball straight over there. So 1 from 1. Now Luke Brooks still missing a proper goal kicker. I don't know if Luke Brooks is the answer. He missed a sitter, I think, from one of the last game, I think, as well. We've also got a few options, Chris Lawrence, and I'm not really sure who's going to be the goal kicker coming up into the proper season, because in the nines and in normal goal kicking they've got the same stats. So if they're good at this, like field goal, they're going to be good at a proper goal kick as well. But right here, Curtis Sirenen, just a bit of a shame we didn't have someone with a little bit more pace, but he did come back inside pretty well, and we end up winning a penalty. So 7-6. Chris Lawrence goes over. Oh my god, so close. But if you take a look at the time, that was all but over there, and we do pick up a victory there. Now Auckland Nines, it's something that you do expect to go in and score a lot of points, but we've seen in the first Auckland Nines I played in, we got beat 1-0, and then this game, this was another tight game, and we scored due to a error from the Broncos. We've also scored from a few errors. I think the Canberra game in the group stages we scored in there, and we are going to be taking on Canberra once again, and seems we're just playing the same sides over and over again, and I don't have any control on that, so apologies for that if you're getting a little bit bored of that. But Canberra are a very good side in this game, have troubled us in the past. They've troubled us in the proper game as well, like the 13er side. So I was looking for a win against Ricky Stewart. He's someone who I like to come up against, as you know, probably the best coach to ever coach in the history of the NRL. So it's always a good challenge right there. I mean, he's a former State of Origin coach, former Australian coach, so we're looking to one day maybe replicate that ourselves. But we do start off the game very, very well. Cameron King hasn't quite scored every single game of this. I think last game was the first time he missed out on a try. I think he might have missed out in the Warriors game as well, but he had a pretty good strike record in this, so he'll be looking to keep it up, and he did keep it up. Now right here we went for a looping pass, didn't intentionally get it to Aaron Woods, but trying to get it to, I think it was Luke Brooks in the end there, we ended up just booting the ball straight into Aaron Woods' arse right there, and got an offside penalty blown against us. So that wasn't good, but we did recover pretty well, got an intercept, and then right off the back of that, straight before half time, we end up throwing an intercept here. Scissor Wonga picks it up, palms off, I'm not sure who it was, Alex Glenn or someone probably, and he races away and scores. And that was really annoying because it's an elimination game, tension's high, you can't afford to be screwing up those sort of ones. And we've seen, we saw the Broncos just before, one screw up and that lost them the game. So I mean, we're not losing, but 6-0 at the break would have been really, really nice, and I would have felt very, very confident. I'm not saying I didn't feel confident, but I did expect us to go on with it eventually. Just, when you've got the kickoff, I think that's very good. You know, there's a guaranteed line break nearly from the kickoff, so take advantage of that. Definitely do it. Hit the edges straight away, and you know, defending the kickoff as well. I mean, if you can get through that first set, you're pretty sweet. But you can see here, Kevin Aguama just straight around the fullback, and there's try time. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You hit the edges and then go back the other way, and you know, it's pretty simple from the kickoff to score from that set. It's just a good thing that once you score, that you have to kick off. Otherwise, you know, if you're playing an online game or something, or you know, just in this, you just wouldn't lose. It'd be impossible to lose. If you lose, you'd be shit. Now right here, you see Raiders are still throwing it around, and it was a little bit worrying at times. And you see, I think it was, I don't know who came across there. I think it was Luke Brooks and someone else. Now right here, there was a cut in the edit, and that's due to me going to the subs bench, but they do end up scoring. Cesar Wonga scores his second try, just backing up really, and it was a shame we had nobody who could keep up with them. But it is what it is, and we have got a 1 point lead, which is quite lucky considering, you know, we got that bonus try, so we got the 1 point. So we're looking to just hold on pretty much. But Tedesco comes up with a huge run here, 17 minutes in, and he takes on more players and running down the clock while possibly creating a chance for ourselves there. But as you can see, we do end up winning. We did enough, and another 1 point victory. I'm really looking forward to the final. But here's the catch: the final will be in the next episode, and the next episode will just consist of the final. So I thought I'd add a little bit more drama, sort of talk about the final. And who we're taking on in the final is the Dragons. So Dragons a little bit of a rival for us. We've come up against them plenty of times. We knocked them out in the top 8 in the proper regular season first round before we got eliminated. So there is a little bit of history between like my Tigers personally, like my coach side, and the Dragons. So should be an interesting final. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends if you think they might enjoy this sort of video, and leave comments and that sort of stuff. I definitely read them. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, at Mr. Luke on YT is my Twitter handle. Face the page in the description below. And once again, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.